Justin Gard reporting live from the KFAN and Fan Radio Network studios, St. Louis Park, Minnesota. A very, very big day. You've heard rumblings about it. National Radio Signing Day. We learned the futures of the Common Man Dan Cole and Mark Rosen. Lots of speculation. Lots of dignitaries here today. I see Greg Swedberg, programmer, Chad Abbott, programmer, Sid Hartman, who once said, talk about guys stealing from 1 to 3. I thought he appreciates being here. There's an open row for the Maurer family. Probably wishful thinking on Mark Rosen's part, but I see the gentlemen are approaching the podium now, and we will take their statements.
Well, I thought management would open with a statement, but apparently they'll have theirs afterwards. Good to see you, Rosie.
Nice to be here. It's been an interesting couple of hours. I just want to tell you that, but this is your program, so you, of course, have the honors.
Well, in representing you fellas, this has been it's been an astonishing process, and we've known each other for 25, 30 years, and boy, here we are at the table.
The radio station guy who we can now say Dark Star, how development. Well, let's just face it. I'll say that part of my decision-making process was I've always wanted to work with the Dark Man. He is the only person that I would actually pay money to listen to on the radio. As a matter of fact, you know that DVD, the CD player in your car with the little slot is to put the. If that was, you had to put money. It would I dial up Dark Star 9 to 1 just for fun, and if I saw it there and it said insert $20 to continue with the program, I would have slipped a $20 bill in there every night of my life to listen to the Dark Man. So thank you for saying so, and I just want to say that I've worked with a lot of great broadcasters in my career, and to work with Mark Rosen again is the reason I decided on Real Rube Radio. You see that?
No!
The Real Rube Radio? Oh, just kidding. You remember on the old To Tell the Truth show when they would say, you would say, will the real so-and-so please stand up? And they would start to pretend they're standing up. I was grabbing the Real Rube Radio made a nice offer. They really did. Though, of course, despite they don't have an antenna or a real radio show, so we didn't go that way.
Okay.
WDMR, they wanted to do a lot of it in trade, and I just wasn't encouraged with that. WKRP in Cincinnati, who wouldn't want to work at that legendary station? By the way, this will be, we're videoing this, by the way. My Talk 107.1, I was willing to have a sex change operation to get a job on 107.1, but they wouldn't pay for the operation. They said that's a done deal.
That was the deal breaker?
That was the deal breaker.
Or the green fees.
And then I did want to play from the red tees. That would have been very nice to get that extra 10, 15 yards, depending upon it. But here it is.
Yes! Boy, the Common Man has put on the KFAN hat.
Yes, indeed.
We got it. We do see one more
sideways.
KFAN
Put on
hat
sideways.
on the board right now.
Oh yeah, the sideways
like the kids.
Yeah.
Well, not quite that far.
Not quite that far.
Dan Barrera is now joining the audience.
Hey.
Very happy his brother, his buddy, has signed on again.
I've got the contract here. I'll start to sign it.
Yes.
I guess I'm
Phones
next.
are starting to ring.
Here they go. Well, this is a very emotional day for me.
Hold on a second here. That might be Jenny Hubbard.
No, I hadn't thought of that. I haven't signed yet.
The pen Common Man is using right now, the pen he used to sign in the Forest Lake radio station when he was Diamond Dan,
When I was Diamond Dan.
doing the coach's show with Mike Grant.
I just want to say...
Is that before or after you dumped, you stabbed your partner in the back, Carl Allen?
I stabbed him in the back with this pen.
Well, I just want to say that it has been a very emotional decision. I was asked about free agency. It was out there. I was curious. I was very curious. But, you know, I'm a hometown kid. I grew up stone's throw literally away from the station to where I sit right now, where the Cooper Theater once stood, the great landmark of St. Louis Park, Minnesota. A haven for broadcasters and media personalities. They grew up at St. Louis Park High School under the auspices of one Hattie Steinberg in journalism class, Thomas Friedman, Jeff Diamond, Jeff Passelt. We go on and on and on. But so I mean,
none of them
Cole
here in
brothers,
attendance
none of them, no, but they're here in spirit. And this is the thing. It was an emotional. I started my career over 20 years ago. I worked with the legends of this business. I worked in radio with Tom Bernard, Boone and Erickson, Steve Cannon,
Willie Marconi,
Sid Hartman, and Dark Star. And then I switched stations. I came over here and worked with Bob Yates. And I worked with Doogie. But here we sit today, and I did have. It was a tough couple of months. I mean, Chad Abbott's. We're smiling today. I spoke with Joe Maurer the other night, and we could relate because I'm looking at 8 years, 184. Unfortunately, the zero's slightly different.
Not that much, what I understand.
Yeah, but the bottom line is I couldn't turn down the opportunity to enjoy this part of my career with a man who I share the mornings with, Mike Morris, of course, and his idiots I deal with every morning. But more importantly, I guess since this is where the signing is taking place, the one and only Common Man. The program, I can't go on without it. I am happy to say I'm staying with the fans.
Yeah! We got two of them! We got two of them!
Combo platter.
Real! We'll open it up to questions.
Great.
That was fun.
Well, let's do the
Now we have
picture for the
jerseys?
website. That's for the website. Then we'll get one.
We're going to shake hands. All right. Look at Mark. What do you want those to?
Yeah, that's really good. Okay. Great.
What a bunch of rubes.
Let's go. We good? Well, let's give him a dark in there.
That was good.
You got to put me between these big guys.
Here, hold the hat or just something. Do you need more light here? There you go. Hey. No, we gotta do that over again.
What a bunch of rubes.
Alright, here we go.